Hey skiers, it's Bob with SkiEssentials.com. Welcome to our 2026 ski test. We got a Volkl Blaze 104 for you today. This ski returns structurally unchanged from when it got revamped last year, moving from Blaze 106 to 104 here. We're also seeing Blazes as offered as fully unisex skis, so two different color choices here. All the same lengths offered and same construction throughout. So choose your width, choose your color, off you go. Blazes are incredibly fun skis. This 104 certainly brings it into more of a soft snow and adventurous perspective versus the narrower 94s and 86s. And I think it really hits kind of a different note of ski style, whereas you're not looking at something to bring you about as a daily unless you're in softer snow most of the time. This thing's a little bit more specific, and then also Blazes have always been known to be more kind of touring curious in terms of their style because they are lighter weight. It kind of goes a little bit away with this 104 when we look at the weight of the ski. We'll talk about that a little bit more, but if you're cool with the ski being slightly less efficient on uphills, this Blaze 104 can really open a lot of doors for a lot of skiers. So we do get a lightweight wood core. It does have their hybrid material in here, so a recycled plastic stringer through the center. And plastic kind of gets a bad rap, like it doesn't seem like you'd want plastic in skis, but due to the environmental benefits and the fact that it does not seem to hurt performance at all, I'm cool with it, and it really makes a lot of sense given these new Blaze skis. Last year they went to more metal underfoot as well. There was always kind of a binding plate there, and now it's more structural, full width metal underfoot. And that's boosting the carving and on-trail capacity of the ski without being, a full length of metal like we see in Mantra 102 or 108 or something like that. That's a lot heavier. We're kind of creeping a little bit closer to those upper echelons of skis from a performance standpoint, just with that little bit of extra metal. We also get suspension tips and tails, so an elastomer material in the fronts and backs of the skis, and that works to reduce chatter and keep the ski a little bit quieter and damper throughout. This is the 173, and I got a scale here. We are at 1,775 grams. So once you get, the further you get away from 1,500 grams, which is kind of our mental benchmark for uphill efficiency, the further you get away from that, north you get from that, the scale slides. It's a little bit more efficient, or a little bit less efficient, from a climbing perspective, but it's a little bit more powerful and capable in a downhill standpoint. So what you put on the ski matters too, whether you go with a lightweight pin binding or a heavier hybrid binding like a Marker Duke is going to even take how you use the ski, that application to another level. So kind of choose your adventure here with a Blaze 104, whether you want to use this as a resort-only ski, which is 100% fine, or whether you want to incorporate uphill and backcountry activities into this thing. The fact that it has a skin notch is a nod to the touring capacity and kind of an overall intent. But really, really fun, from top to bottom, tip to tail, nice and smooth, nice and stable. Volkl does very interesting things with camber, or a lack thereof, very flat underfoot, almost no camber at all, and then really light rise in the rocker profile. So not a very dramatic splay at all. More in the 104 than we see in the 94, just kind of emphasizing this 104's soft snow preference. And I found that to be true for sure. I like this ski on trail, but there are certainly better 102, 104s if you're looking to spend most of your time on trail. This works really well in softer snow. It's incredibly mobile, super easy to ski in trees, and you know, other than the shovel here being quite wide, it's actually a decent bump ski. You just have to be aware that there's a lot of width in the forefoot here. A 143 in the tip, so pretty wide in the shovel there. We also get Volkl's 4 radius drive, so the mid body here is where we see the bigger difference with the rest of Volkl's 3D radius. This is a longer turn shape, shorter underfoot and in the tips and tails, but then this kind of mid-body section allows the ski to be smoother at speed. It doesn't want to pull you into a turn as much. It's happy and more stable at speed because of kind of this mid-section here, which is pretty cool. So 20, 40, 17, 22. Pulls you into the turn, lets you run, slalom-like, consistent finish. That's kind of the basic premise of 4D radius. I find it just to be more seamless in terms of varying turn shapes and styles. It's just an intuitive way to shape a ski, and then the flatter camber profile allows you to access those different edge angles to really hook into the different styles that this ski can be. Very chameleon-esque in terms of how it turns and how it behaves on snow. Got some feedback, a couple different skiers here from our ski test. Luke Miller is a pretty aggressive skier. I would not say that this is a Luke Miller type of ski. He's much more in the Mantra 88 or M7 type of ski, but he noted in the 179 that it was super soft, but was a blast in the bumps. Was rattling at speed, but very quick and agile. And I think if you're a strong, young, aggressive skier and you try to push this Blaze 104 to its limits, you will find that limit. It's very, very acceptable to say that a strong, expert level skier will find a limit to this 104 in a carved turn. Eric Timmerman, slightly more technical. He noted that the ski was very maneuverable, the perfect amount of subtle camber to have great freedom without feeling like the ski was a clown shoe and losing access to the tips and tails of the ski. 4D radius makes for a super versatile turn shape. Ski is perfect for long, easy, cruisy turns. And yeah, I found that to be true as well. If you're being mellow and kind of rolling from side to side, it's extremely rewarding. You want to push it a little bit harder like Luke, you're going to find a limit. But overall, soft snow emphasis and really fun and versatile ski. A lot of technology and sophistication packed into a mostly just kind of wood core ski. So make sure you check out this Volkl Blaze 104 here at SkiEssentials.com, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.